I'm going back to Cali. What up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Modi J. We are locked in. This is exclusive photos for episode 9 of BMF. And we see Meech, Terry, and Maui out in California, and they are trying to get they swerve on. Or really, they're out there because they're trying to meet up with Loco's boss, the head of the cartel, El Jefe. And they got to meet with Maui's Connect, who has the weed on deck. So we're going to go over these photos, break down our predictions of what we think is going to happen this week. So if you could do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Let's go ahead and break this down. This is the exclusive photos for episode 9 of BMF season 4. Now, I know a lot of people been hitting me up. This isn't the last season. Well, let me know where there's an article or something that says there's going to be a season 5, and I can stop saying that. But until then, I'm going to continue to say that this is the final season. So let me know what you think. And right now, we're headed to Cali. With there only being 2 episodes left, Meech and Terry are meeting up with the cartel boss, El Jefe. But I'm not too sure what's this conversation going to come to. There is a photo of Loco actually out there in LA with him, because I know that's who was going to introduce him. Now, this could potentially be something where we see Terry getting the go ahead from Meech. Like, hey, look, let me go ahead and stay out here. Let me open up shop because we can start moving the weed around also that they're going to get from Maui and his Connect. So not only are they going to be getting the bricks because they are the quote unquote highest earners for the cartel, they'll be doing 2 things at once, killing 2 birds with 1 stone, getting the weed and the dope. Now, I don't know if the cartel boss is going to actually be too fond of them. In this photo, it looks like he is because he knows about the work that they've been putting in. But he might have a second guess about Terry just because we've seen the incident that happened with Terry and them while they were in Mexico with the young boy getting sent off. So there may be a little bit of a trust issue there. But overall, I think since they're getting money, he's not going to really care. Mastermind B. Mickey, we know what he did. He took Laz out, which needed to happen because Laz was talking. B. Mickey was talking also, but B. Mickey said he ain't ever telling nobody. But now he's here. And with Meech and Terry headed out to LA, he's here with Charles alone. Now, we know that Charles isn't the best when it comes to making decisions because it's Charles, guys. It's Charles. We've seen him over 4 seasons. But B. Mickey is here, and Charles has a soft spot for B. Mickey. No one else in the family really does. But remember, Charles was in the wedding. Charles is actually trying to make a difference. So he might be able to talk some sense into B. Mickey. But right now, B. Mickey is on his own rampage where he's trying to get at Meech and Terry and get back at them. Now, I'm not for sure why, because they looked out for you. They spared your life. But maybe Charles would be that voice of reason since he's down here working on the music. I don't know, man. B. Mickey's head ain't all the way there. But I think Charles might be able to convince him. Man, Terry and Meech, they like you, man. Don't do anything silly. Or, hey, go back to Detroit. Don't get involved in what my boys are doing. As I was saying, Charles and B. Mickey's relationship is a little bit different. Charles knows that B. Mickey, all he has is his wife and his child. So Charles is really going to be there, the voice of reason. B. Mickey, don't get involved in this. Or B. Mickey, what's wrong with you? I can notice that something is off because Charles is giving him an opportunity. Charles is helping him out. He helped him with the wedding. He actually was the one that kept B. Mickey around. And he's that father figure. You know, everyone has a neighborhood father figure. Whether you have a father or not, there's always somebody's dad that's like looking out for people. And with Charles being there by himself, this is probably going to allow B. Mickey to stay at the house, and B. Mickey might be doing a little bit of snooping around while they're out in California. I want to see if B. Mickey actually has a soft spot for Charles because we know he's setting up BMF with the last situation. So seeing him connect with Charles and actually think about it, maybe Charles can get in his head and tell him, man, get back to Detroit. Your daughter's alive. She's a beautiful little girl. She survived. Your wife is there. Just leave, man. Even though B. Mickey started a lot of trouble here, you can always escape. But remember, there's no perfect way to do a crime because you cannot do good when you're doing bad. The only problem with B. Mickey going back to Detroit, yes, sir, Mr. Lamar is there, and you can't stop the rain. He ain't trying to go back. I guess Lamar and B. Mickey's plan was, hey, we're going to set up Meech and Terry. We're going to take them out. But now they out the city and now you out the city. So in the trailer, we seen him go and talk to B Mickey's wife. And she's like, I don't know where he's at. So Lamar is on the rampage. I don't know why they brought Lamar back if we're not going to see him really stand on business or step on nothing. We've seen him in what, 4 episodes? This would make 4 episodes. And he really hasn't done anything. You know, they set up Meech and Terry. That failed. Turned out him and B Mickey, the new mastermind, was putting together a plan to set him up. It didn't really work. And now he's just here running around Detroit unless they're going to show him go to Atlanta, which I think would be a little too far fetched. So he just in Detroit right now, running around, I guess, trying to wait for B Mickey to get back because no one really knows where he is. And we know B Mickey drove down to Atlanta. So he's going to be gone at least 12 hours to get back. Yeah, so at least another day or 2 days before he even shows back up. But Lamar, he should stand on business this episode. Marisha, Miss needs to be deleted. 2 episodes left. Episode 9 would be a good going away gift for all of us BMF watchers. But we know that she's been getting close to the football player who beat Terry in dice and took his money. She has the address. Now, they're supposed to go over there and set him up, get the money. You know how that goes. You know, hey, you owe us. Let me get that up off of you. Now, Marisha, she wants to be in the game. Marisha and Boom, they got a little thing going on, and Boom is still around. It's a lot of loose ends for us to be really trying to connect the dots to when we only have 2 episodes left. So is she in the game? Is she setting this up? Are they going to Texas to the estate to get the dope for Boom? Is she going to be here in Atlanta running shop for Terry while he's out in California? We really don't have any use for Marisha, but she's still here and she's getting in the way. I'm going to tell you this. Marisha will be the one to get somebody deleted quickly because she has no idea what she's doing. And she's just around throwing that thing to whoever will give her an ounce of that cocaine. We need Marisha gone by tonight. No matter how close Detective Bryant and the Red Dogs get to Meech and Terry, for some reason they're 47 steps ahead of them. Meech and Terry are in California. Laz's body is here in Atlanta. B. Mickey is here in Atlanta. Lamar is running around Detroit. Charles is in Atlanta. And Detective Bryant ain't got no closer. He got a little bit of information, but not enough. His key snitch didn't wear the wire. They didn't get any information. So it's really back to square one. We already raided the stash houses. We already arrested people. So right now, there's no BMF presence really in Atlanta. So it's like, all right, Atlanta's a little bit clean, but we know what Meech and Terry got going on in California and we're local supplying them. St. Louis is open. So it's like we cleared the board just for more dope and nonsense to run back into the city. So Detective Bryant, even though he's thinking he's getting ahead, right now we're going to see him be very, very upset because all of this happened after he confronted Terry and Meech at the hospital. So he thought he had that ace in the back pocket, but it turned out that ace, it was just a 3 of diamonds. No good in this game because R.I.P. to Laz, B. Mickey, a snitched and took out a snitch. Snitching on snitching, crime has to stop. All right, let me know what you think about these photos. What are your predictions for episode 9? What is the major deletion we're going to see in episode 9? You know we need one. They can't drop all the bodies in episode 10. But let me know what you think about these photos. What are your thoughts of the season so far? It's just a lot of questions that seem like they're going to go unanswered with this season ending in 2 episodes. And we're just now getting to Cali and meeting the boss. But I'm Mo.J. If you like this kind of content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and help me reach 60,000 subscribers. I appreciate all you guys. Thanks for watching. I'm out.